Good morning. I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. And look, I think today's topic is going to be lambing has started. Arnie didn't tell me, so I was surprised when I opened the door this morning. Look at you! And it was a cross that was the first to lamb. She's a Suffolk cross. Hello, little angel. Hello. Oh, you're shivering. Oh, my goodness. Because it's actually a little cooler today. Hi, Mommy. Looks like we have a single. I'm going to have to go in and check it to see what it is. But she's shaking a bit. Hi, you look like your mom. Hi. You just found her?
No, she was born 6 o'clock this morning.
You checked on her?
At 6, she was already born. So.
I didn't think you were checking the barn yet. Is it a boy or a girl?
I'm not sure.
It looks like a girl.
Hopefully it's nursing. So I think it was nursing a second ago. I walked by her, it was nursing, wagging its tail.
Hi. But we'll check her milk and everything and make sure all is well.
Yeah.
Good girl. And a Suffolk cross started the day.
What?
A Suffolk cross started the season. Because she's a Rito Suffolk. Yep, for sure. I know her. Here's the boys. We'll get to feeding them in a minute.
Yeah, they look extremely good, actually.
Yeah, they do. And here's the showgirls.
These guys green.
You guys are fancy looking. We're going to start training you now. Yeah, we are. Because we're less than 2 weeks away and we haven't done a thing. So we got to be moving fast.
Here's your one flake of hay.
There you go. It's one flake of hay each.
Well, I haven't got nothing left. I got one more hay.
So lambing has officially begun. So that means they're starting right on schedule, day 1. And now we'll be paying really close attention to ewes coming in. And what we're looking for to see who's close is anyone who's imminent is usually going to be picking our spot and scratching around and stuff. But ones that are close, aside from looking for an udder, you want to be looking for rosy udders, which in the case of white sheep is really easy to see because their vulva gets really, really bright pink. If you have a breed that has dark pigmentation, like a Suffolk, you will be looking more for it swelling up and getting kind of floppy. It jiggles when she walks instead of being really tight. So this is an example of someone who's starting to get rosy. But she's eating, she's not doing anything. Here's someone else who's getting rosy and more swollen and engorged. And this one's even more swollen up. You see that? That's just their bodies preparing for delivery. So the muscles and stuff are just loosening up a bit to make the passage of the lamb a little easier. Usually the start to lambing, it usually starts off slow. In the middle it gets really hectic and busy. Everyone's going all at once because they've synchronized at that point, and then it will taper off again. This girl's tail is covering it a bit, but I can see that she's rosy too. That there is an udder I don't like the look of. It's getting kind of large and a little, I don't know, kind of lumpy looking. Don't like the look of it. Doesn't look like we're going to have any more today, just by this gauge. It's not a foolproof way of checking, but usually if everybody's up eating, no one's in the corner scratching or just not too motivated about eating, usually that's a sure sign someone's coming in. And of course, if you see discharge or anything from behind, clear liquid or colored liquid, anything, that's a sign that they're going to be lambing right away. All the rams are out of that front pen now because we're going to bring our show rams in there for easier training and accessibility to the front of the barn here where we do all our training if we ever get around to it. So they're all out in here in the ram pen. Everybody looks nice and quiet and settled in here. The rams are the ones with the easy jobs. But he's one of the newly released rams and they're snuggling up, so everyone's gotten along well and nobody killed each other. Now it's going to be hard to walk by the pen without looking at the lamb. Such a pretty lammy. The mom doesn't like Katie being here, so she's upset about that, stamping her feet a bit, which is good. Hi, Mom. We won't let Katie in there. This is Jethro's breeding group. Arnie's got the manure out right to the back, so after chores we'll be bringing Jethro over. See how high it is from the bottom of the pen to the bottom of the feeder? Makes a huge difference when the manure comes out. Here's Geronimo doing his morning checks. See that? How he goes right down the row. I think he's checked everyone now. Now he wants to go in and eat. Just in the milk house to get a halter for Jethro because he's gonna go to the other barn. So I thought while I'm here, take a little peek at these two. They're both laying down now, so we won't disturb them. And we'll get a halter for Jethro. All the other rams we walked over were trained, but Jethro, because COVID was on, he would have been a show sheep, but there were no shows, so he didn't get trained. So this could be interesting. It's too bad we didn't go to the shows last year because Jethro is a snappy son and he's a really, really nice ram. But he's never had a halter on him. So he's always wanted to escape when we brought the other rams. And once he hears the ewes, he might be better. But we're basically going to probably drag him across the yard. Come on, buddy. Sometimes you just give him a little boost. There you go. Okay, now that he's getting closer to the barn, he's walking a lot better. He probably would have been easy to train for the shows. Katie, stay back a little bit. Good girl. That's right, honey. Your dad's in here and your girls are in here. Max, stay back. Okay. He's going to be happy in a second. Right now he doesn't realize how happy he's going to be. Watch his feet on that bar. Okay. He's got an extremely large pen. He's never bred before because he's a yearling. Okay, now what? Girls are gonna come say hello. Welcome to our group. See that noise? That's when they're talking the love talk. She just squatted down to pee. That's to help him scent. Here comes another girl to greet him. His lips are out, you see? Oh, she's playing a little hard to get. He's gonna think that halter was all worth it. Now we've got some cleanup to do. We're gonna try remove this broken tree or thing. So we'll see how this goes. So we got a hydro box here. We got a little oak tree that's struggling to survive, and we got a light post here. So we'll see if we can do this without creating more damage. Okay, looks like the oak is going to be okay. Yeah, it looks like we got it around, but now I don't know how he's going to make a turn here. Yes, that's a really big tree. Lovely mess. So I thought we'd end the day having a look at our little lammy. She's looking pretty cute. I spent the most of the day finishing off my registrations for all the sheep that we tattooed the other day. So I got them all in an envelope and ready to mail off. And I managed to get enrolled at 2 of the fall fairs. The third one, their site wasn't working properly, so I sent them a message telling them that we couldn't enroll, and hopefully that'll get fixed and we'll get set up for that one too. There's only going to be 3 fall fairs this year, but that's all done now, and I thought it was fitting to come have a look at the Firstborn Lamb. See how she's doing? She looks pretty good. Hi, you're lovely. She's so quiet. Yeah, you're so quiet. But she's nice and warm. We want to see that. She's bright-eyed and looks good. Mom's concerned that I'm with her like that. And there. So, if we were looking for problems, we'd be looking for the lamb crying, the lamb getting cold, lethargic, all the things that this lamb is not. The lamb looks lively, curious. Mommy's attentive. She's got a nice looking udder there with easy to reach teats. Lammy's heading over there right now. Oh, and I can hear sucking. And the first thing Mom does when the lamb starts to suck is to chew her cud, because chewing her cud stimulates letdown of the milk so that the lamb can get milk. It releases the milk when they do that. So you want to look for those things happening in conjunction with each other. See? And that's why nipple placement and good udders is really important. Oh, she did that because of a fly. Because there are flies at this time of year. Oh, and you know the lamb is bright because Buddy just walked by, and already the lamb knows that that's something different. But you gotta hate the flies. Arnie's gonna get the fan to put on. We're just gonna blow it lightly over this pen. But even a slight breeze will blow the flies away. Nobody wants to be irritated with flies. Right, Mommy? Yeah, we don't want flies. They're irritating. And they're irritating you and your lamb. The fan's not really blowing the flies off. We don't want the lamb to get cold. Arnie thinks it's working, but the flies are still walking on me and walking on the lamb, so that wind is not enough. Sorry, buddies. They're irritating. Yes, they're really, really irritating. Hi. Hi, what do you think? Eh? Well, we thought that was a good way to end the day. We had a suckling lamb. It looks really healthy. Has learned to latch on really well. Oh, the flies are irritating, aren't they? So we're gonna call that a day. We had our first lamb. So, and we got our show sheep all ready here for the big day. Probably tomorrow we're gonna start training these girls. So until tomorrow, we're gonna say goodbye and hope you'll be here to join us for the training of the showgirls. Bye for now.